We're going to read the Draco Project.
Can we get a recap for the plot of Total Annihilation? Do you remember that?
Yeah, the arm and the core, they're fighting. At least one of them merged themselves with their war machines.
The core are fully robotic people. The arm are remote controlling robots. They're not trying.
Okay.
They don't want to give up their humanity. The core have merged themselves with the machine. What began as the conflict between consciousness, flesh, and the machine extended into a war that would ravage across 1,000 systems. Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Haven't played Total Annihilation. What are you doing? Get a really old computer and play it.
Yeah. It was a real-time strategy game, contemporary with, I think it was StarCraft. That's the one that more people were into.
It's
yeah, with all the different types of ships.
That is one StarCraft.
Mm-hmm. All right. The Draco Project by Rya Sahari. A new machine technology is developed, and one man is decided to be its first pilot. But being the pilot calls for many sacrifices. Okay, author's note then. Ak, before I let you go on reading this story, hey, buddy, stop it right there. We don't just let anybody in to read this story. I need to explain to you all about how I think the nanolathing process for the creation of K-bots
I'll just
and
go
the creation... Hey, get back here! And the creation of planes, ships, and other vehicles. The vehicles are created by the nanobots from nothing, and the pilots can get and out of them. The K-bot suits, however, must be nanolathed on the person and can control it using his or her body movements. Now for the story.
All right.
Nanolathe?
Yeah,
sure.
Krydian sat in the small office in Camp 134 on Empyrean, the home world of the Arm. Outside, he could hear the hustle and bustle of the camp, the scientists walking in and out of the research facility, the main building of the camp. Suddenly, the metallic door opened with a small squeak. The commander of the army walking briskly over to the small metal desk, moving some of the many stacks of electronic document readers, and clicked one on. The green screens glowing slightly. He sat down with a small sigh and read over the screen. So this is one of those futures where instead of paper, everybody has just like stacks of loose tablets that have one book apiece. He sat down with a small sigh and read over the screen, then looked up at the young adult sitting opposite him. Okay, Dad, be the commander.
Your name is Gradian, right?
The commander said, scratching his salt and pepper hair. Krydian gave a slight nod, and the commander continued on.
First of all, welcome to the 31st Airborne and Naval Division.
Drew?
Oh, thank you.
He replied, twiddling his thumbs nervously.
It's really an honor to be with this troop.
Now, as you can see from the activity going on around here,
the commander said...
hustle and bustle and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't stop the hustle.
The commander said, gesturing to the window,
that we made a major breakthrough in technology. Let me make it clear that what you are about to hear is top secret. If you don't want to be part of this, you have to tell me now. Do you wish me to continue?
Insert quarter now.
Cridian nodded, and the commander gave a small grin and continued, handing him a small e-reader.
Another one? Come
Everything's so
on.
small. This
Yeah,
is
it's
like
Many
micro.
e-readers.
It's very twee.
This
Thought so. What is being developed here is a new hybrid K-bot/aircraft, which we call Draco, because the plans we used were developed from the creatures that inhabit Alpha 7.
Okay. What's that? I mean, oh, wow. This is amazing.
Cridian said, looking over the schematics for the new craft. Suddenly, realization dawned on him, and he looked up at the commander.
Am I going to pilot one of these?
Well, yes and no. Mostly
Commander-
no.
The commander said, staring at Cridian, almost as if reading him. Like
Looking
one
at
of
him
his-
from the top, left to right and top to bottom.
Yeah.
As you can see from the blueprints, you would need to go through standard K-bot nanolathing to get your suit.
Oh, what is that? We were not
No,
warned.
we know all about that, Drew. Didn't you
that's right.
listen
That's
to
right.
the
That's right. I'm
author's note?
sorry.
They get the suit nanolathed onto them.
Yeah, the bouncer doesn't make. You don't get into here unless you get the lore dump from the bouncer outside.
Cridian looked up at the commander questioningly. Then back down at the blueprints.
But even if you manage to create the nanolathing process to build this suit, there'd be no way for anyone to fit into the dimensions of it. You'd need to have something with the same basic body shape as that suit.
You are exactly right.
The commander said, smiling.
You are an observant one. That's good. But I digress. The reason why you are here is because of a very particular section of your DNA, the 45th sector of the 11th chromosome, to be exact.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Our scientists have developed a gene therapy using nanobots to turn a human into the reptilian creature that can fit into the suit. Well, could have just built a human suit, but
But we just changed the suit?
Yeah.
We like the suit so much, we figured out how to alter the DNA to turn you into a reptilian creature that fits.
it needed a very exact DNA structure for it to be effective. You have that structure.
It's no wonder the arm is losing in this war.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be like reaching warp factor 6 or whatever that's turned Captain Janeway into a lizard.
Yeah.
Also, Spitfire says all these tablets, it's going to look like a Neil Breen movie. He just starts throwing them around. The commander trailed off a bit, pretending to busy himself with another data file to allow the youth to digest all the information he was
Now I'll
given.
do wrestling papers.
Yeah. Cridian just sat there in awe, the wheels in his mind turning furiously. What the commander was talking about was not only radical, but a life-changing experience.
Report to the research facility, Alpha Wing.
He's gonna turn into a real radical Rex.
Yeah. The commander continued on, handing him a small metal card. Everything is small. This is a micro SD card.
You will receive your treatment there so they can monitor you and then extract your new DNA for cloning. Then report to the K-bot nanolave factory for the Draco suit.
The commander dismissed him, and Cridian left the office, head spinning.
Oh, that's another thing that you can do that we require.
Yeah. We're just going to unscrew it all the way off and put a lizard head on. This was definitely something he didn't expect when he signed up.
They should have maybe give you a heads up on that.
The end.
Really? Oh.
And this is an author's
I'm gonna
note.
be Rip. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be Rip Tor.
Riptor.
I liked the ending, but it's a bit short.
It's the epilogue. It's supposed to be short.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. What was
This
that?
started and ended with the epilogue.
Yeah, it's just an epilogue. Just an epilogue that sets up.
Seems like it's starting something, but it's actually the end of something else that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Which is what's
I
the
think you
story?
meant
Him reading an
prologue and
ad
didn't
just
know.
like, oh, I like that suit. I'm going to sign up. And not read any of the fine print.
Yeah, no. Spitfire says head spinning. He might already be on the nanolathe. Oh, okay. That was the Draco Project, a Total
Sure was.
Annihilation fanfic by Rya Sahari. Thank you.
Anolathing.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for Fanfiction Theater.
Thank you, everyone.
We stream Thursday evenings from, 7 to 9 Mountain Time.
That's what we do. Yep, sir.
Quote of the night.
That's a pretty good Foster
yes.
Brooks.
Quote of the night. Number 383. The Balakabak News theme from Nuts Entertainment of the Philippines is being downplayed during Garuda's comical scene. The piece of trivia from
Trivia. Yes.
from
Okay.
DDR.
I love the DDR
Yeah.
trivia. That's not trivia. It's just.
It is
Yeah.
there, but it's no big deal.
Yeah, it's just forget about it.